Hello, I'm Katherine Ryan, and each week, two guests write me a dirty story to a raunchy theme, and the naughtiest story wins. Coming up this week...
Is that an erotic film for you, E.T.?
E.T., yeah, you were E.T.
What are you doing with that
in my
finger?
book.
Just you see him glowing from the inside. E.T., get your hand out of there!
Do you like that?
Saddle burn is hot.
We could make an omelette out of or something,
Yeah, it's
probably.
gonna be terrible yogurt.
Who knows how long that groin had been bouncing in order to get here.
As I sat with my injured leg raised, I couldn't believe what bad luck I'd had. My dear stallion Fabio had thrown me off him again mid-ride. I can't let falling off a horse scare me, I thought. I must mount again. And as my pain meds started to kick in, thoughts of riding in the Wild West started to gallop through my mind. What if a sheriff arrests you for bad behavior, but is charmed when you ask to see his pistol? What if you lasso a horse and a bandit is so impressed by the way you handle his rope? What if you see a cowboy wearing leather chaps and you beg him to buck you like a bronco? I ran down to the stables immediately to find two curious cowboys who could tell me how this story would go and to write me dirty. Hello, I'm Katherine Ryan, and I've got two guests to write me a dirty story, all in the hopes of winning one pen. Please welcome my dishy dream team. It's Ellie Woods and Fred Asquith.
Hello.
Thank you very
Dishy
much.
dream team.
That's so nice. I've never been called dishy in my life. I've been called creepy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were the circumstances surrounding that?
Oh, it's all in a police investigation. I can't say.
I mean, is that why you came to sit with me today?
Well,
Because
yeah,
I'm
thanks
known as a whistleblower.
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah, man. I thought this was an apology thing. Is
Okay,
this
yeah.
not what this is? I was like, what's Fred here? Oh my God, you have the same thing.
This is a
God.
reparations tour.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Were you not very successful with the ladies early in your sexual journey, and that's why they said you were creepy?
I don't know, I guess I haven't started my sexual journey yet. I'll have to let you know. But I think I had delayed puberty when I was younger. So I was always
Meaning
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Like
Sorry?
pubes wise.
All
actual
of that. All
pubes.
pubes, but voice not, breaking. I was like, when I was 16, I was 5'3". And then
Wow.
everyone else kind of shot up and stuff, and now I'm sort of like 6'6", 6'7". But why are you laughing? But yeah, no, and then so I think I was always the little brother, cute. Oh, Ali, you're so cute. You need to find a girl. I mean, not me, obviously, because you look like 12, but someone else would be great.
I thought you had a girlfriend,
Oh yeah, she's lovely. She's amazing.
but she's under duress. She's a hostage in your relationship?
Yeah, I mean that's her words, not mine. But
Okay.
yeah, but you know what? This might creep you out. I don't know, but
I
this
hope
is
so,
yeah. So we went to Croatia recently. Lovely.
Mhm.
And it was great. Put up some pictures of it, and multiple people commented, "Oh my God, I thought it was Katherine Ryan." Yeah.
Oh.
So she's not a
Really?
looker, but
So you're
she's
gross.
really.
Yeah, I can see that actually.
Well, Fred, what about you? How's it going with the ladies? How's it going with your romance?
It's going well. I'm recently married.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much. I
Mhm.
mean, getting married, I mean, that's clearly like things have gone very well. And we're starting to try for a baby recently.
Very exciting.
So, who knows how that's going to go.
Sexually, what's the strategy?
No, we have
there?
started trying sexually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it happens, you'd be so excited. And then very tired.
Yeah.
But it's exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Oh,
it.
I like
But he
it.
gets up at 5 a.m. anyway.
Oh, yeah, of course he does. Type A.
Yeah, 100% every
Yeah,
day.
but you have the sleeping schedule of a baby who doesn't wake up at night. Bed at 9, up at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get all the work texts between us before 9 a.m. and then you respond by about 11 p.m. and then it's like
Yeah.
we're like outsourcing work to each
Well,
other.
Yeah.
what makes this friendship work? How did you guys meet? Because you do seem very different to me.
Oh, interesting. So I actually reached out to Ali because we were like so similar audience wise. So like I was just like, we're gonna
Well,
have to just
No,
chat. at
but you
some
remember
point.
when after you reached out, why?
What?
You don't remember? We were at the gym together.
Mm.
Oh yeah. But
And that was your excuse, maybe. But we
Yeah.
live near each other,
it
and
was
we're at
my
the same
excuse to
gym.
chat, yeah.
And we're both working out. We're lifting it's exactly the same weights.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? The same. And I thought this guy's getting a bit close to me. But I was like, this is like a taller, fitter version of me. This is
Oh,
ridiculous.
yep.
And then later I get a DM from Fred Asquith online saying, "Hey mate, weird one, but were you at the gym? I think we'd do well to collab."
What's not in this story is just like how long I postponed doing that. Because obviously, like I saw him at the gym and he probably saw me. We both postponed it really for like 6 months.
No, I didn't see. This was the first time I saw you.
No way.
100%.
I'd seen you multiple times. You don't know.
Yeah,
that
because
part.
you're a creep. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah, yeah. I was looking at you from around the squat rack, and like it kind of got to a few times, and I was like, we made quite similar videos. Now we look.
Well, mine's comedy.
Everyone confused. Everyone confused us all the time, and I was like, we're gonna have to meet. You know, maybe the universe will explode, but we should just meet. And so we did, and we had a coffee. We had a coffee date.
Is there any kinky stuff in your story today that we can expect?
You know what? I've never read erotic fiction before in my life.
No.
And so I was just trying to sort of make it fun and cheeky, sort of like a sort of carry on style. So actually the sex is very limited in it.
Okay.
Okay, right.
But I think there's a lot of winky build-up.
Right. I like the winky build-up, but it's all about the winky build-up, right?
Yes,
Like you don't show E.T. at the start of the film, you just show his little foot.
Right.
And then you bring him in later.
Is that an erotic film for you, E.T.?
E.T. Yeah, you were E.T.
What are you doing with that
in my
finger?
book.
Just you see him glowing from the inside. E.T., get your hand out of there.
You've been set the seedy job of writing a filthy story about each other that must include a setting, a character, and a prop. Your story must be set in the wild, wild west. I would like it to feature a cowboy hat, and a lasso. The winner gets a Write Me Dirty pen, and their story will be placed on my insatiable shelf, filled with very dirty tales. We are all about consent on Write Me Dirty, so it's down to you, gentlemen, to decide who goes first, who would like to read their filthy story.
I feel like you'd have an opinion on this, Fred. Would you rather go first or second?
It depends. Do we want... You sounds like yours has got more levity. Do we want levity or do we want... mine's a bit more like brooding. What do we want last? You know, how do we want to finish?
What are you talking about, bro?
You pick.
What are you talking about?
You pick.
Brooding?
Yeah, mine's more brooding. If yours a bit more
like
carry
for
on.
kids, broody. Or no, or brooding, like Batman.
Brooding, like, ooh, yeah, like brooding, like serious, yeah.
Well, then if yours is more serious, I could go light first.
Okay, we'll go light and go
you
serious.
You don't want that, do you? You go first.
I
then.
honestly have no opinion, actually. Catherine, I think
Catherine,
would light and then serious, or serious and then light?
I think Allie should go first.
Light and then serious.
Allie, what's the name of your story, please?
My story, my erotic fictional story featuring Fred Asquith is called Backshot Mountain.
Backshot?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. I like that.
It's hot. Wherever Fred seems to go, it's always hot.
Oh, yeah.
The land stretches out before him, wide, thick, girthy.
You're very good at this, Allie.
Smashing it. You're straight out the gates,
Yeah,
mate.
you really
I'm
tricked
really
us.
I tried to ramp it up slowly. You're straight out the gates with girthy.
This is so nice, guys. I'm very happy.
Wow.
Because then I think
That's
thrusting does appear 147 times after this, so hopefully like
a lot of
build
times.
up. Yeah.
Checks out.
Thick, girthy, and dry.
Uh-oh.
But not for long.
Oh.
It's noon, and Fred has already been up for 9 hours. He always rises early. He's got 2 guns on his hips and 2 guns on his arms.
Uh-huh.
And then because I think sometimes people miss very subtle, that's very subtle, but I've just got a sentence, his arms are big.
Yeah.
Just in case
Cool.
anyone
And
missed
I
that.
want tickets to that gun show.
Exactly. He's been traveling the dusty trail for what feels like months, fueled by one motivation, revenge.
Uh-oh.
Finally, he's here. This is where he will find answers. This is where he will find justice. This is where he will find satisfaction.
Whoa.
The dirty little town was erected. It's like penises and
Nice,
that. Yeah. Only a decade ago and is known as Ginger Hole. Previously called Moist Ridge, and before that, Cum.
Where are you from? Come.
In a way,
True.
in a
We
way,
all are.
it's a thinker.
We
You know
all
what I
are,
mean?
yeah.
It's one of those ones on your way back, you'll think,
Yeah.
that's clever, that. Fred rides his horse straight into the narrow passage to enter Ginger Hole,
Whoa.
getting stares from all the locals who can't take their eyes off his gleaming pistols, as well as his other guns, and then I've gone brackets, arms. He pulls up beside a toothless old man and asks, "Hey up, lad, which way to pub?"
That's really offensive, actually.
That's Fred's.
It's actually not nice.
Is this like a class attack? Are you from the north?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's from
well, you
Scarborough.
hide
So you
it
haven't
very
really
well.
noticed it then, so that's fine.
I have noticed a bit now that you mention it.
Yeah. Don't
Oh.
frown. We'd have to frown about
No,
it.
but
Can we cut the podcast, actually?
no, but yeah, that okay.
Yeah. Are you
noticed it.
recalibrating our relationship?
No, I love people from the north. If
Okay.
anything,
Some of my best friends are from the north. I mean,
yeah, I'm from the north. I'm from Canada. So,
Fantastic.
is this in any way a slam?
This
From
is-
someone from the south. Is this like a rivalry?
No, this is how they sound. The old timer replies, "If it's the saloon you're looking for, it's that way. But be careful. It's frequented by all sorts of low-life wretches." So they're also from the north. "That's what I'm bloomin' looking for, you daft twat," says Fred. Fred rides away from the older gentleman, muttering, "Silly sausage," under his breath, and gallops straight up to the saloon. Honky-tonk music and the smell of lube emanates from the establishment. Could this be where Fred's story finally climaxes? Opening the door with a swift kick, he immediately apologizes. "Sorry!" The music halts, and the bar's inhabitants look round at him intimidatingly. They don't like outsiders, especially one who has penetrated his way in without any warm-up.
Oh, God, the ginger hole.
The ginger hole. God help the ginger hole. Fred stands awkwardly in the door. His biceps are huge, but so is his social anxiety. A grizzly bear of a man stands up, reaching for something in his pocket, when suddenly a sweet voice flies across the bar. "Sit down, Barty. We have company," says Penelope. The siren voice is coming from the beautiful and sweaty barmaid, dressed as rouge as her cheeks, bouncing curly black hair, and an equally bouncy bosom. "We don't get many visitors in Ginger Hole. My name's Penelope, and I own the Cum Tower. That's the name of this here establishment. I never thought we should have changed our town's great name in the first place. What can I do for you?" said Penelope. "Hey up there, lass!"
This is just this is.
You don't know that's
I'm
you.
sorry, did I
You
say that
don't
loud?
know that's
I'm so
you.
sorry.
You don't. That could be a different character.
That's fair.
It could be a
Just
different
carry
character.
on, then we'll see. We'll see.
"Hey up there, lass!" said Fred.
Mate, that's just.
"Lovely to meet you, and sorry to be an absolute pain in the ass. I'm looking for a fella. Me and this fella have some business to attend to." "Business? Sounds like you're here looking for trouble," said Penelope. "Bloody hell! No, it's nothing personal. It's just professional," said Fred. "Well, I'm a professional troublemaker myself, and I'm always looking for new clients," said Penelope. "Eh?" said Fred. "See, that's why I keep this with me at all times,"
What is it?
said Penelope. Penelope taps her hip where a lasso hangs loosely.
Oh, bondage.
Here we go.
"There's a lot of
Here we go.
cowboys who come through these parts looking for trouble, and sometimes they can get a little tied up."
Oof.
"What the bloody hell are you on about, you daft cow?" said Fred.
I feel concerned for myself here. I really don't want this.
Have you ever in your life, Fred, called someone a daft cow?
I don't think so. Daft cow. It doesn't even feel right. Coming
No.
out daft cow. No, I don't.
Well, it's a
even
work
like
of fiction. But
Yes.
it's,
Yeah.
It's got its feet firmly placed in reality.
Yeah, this is a real amplification of a part of Fred.
No, this is what he's like when he's not, when the mic's on.
It's
or
in
on.
there.
Yeah.
It's in
Well, as soon
there.
as this finishes, you'll be like, "Hey up, Catherine, that
Hey,
was bloody brilliant."
Oh, fantastic.
That were
Thank you
really
very
good.
much.
Okay.
And he'll just smash black pudding and leave.
Sure.
"Maybe me, you, and this other gentleman could get into a little entanglement," said Penelope. "No," said Fred. The whole bar is watching this awkward exchange. Bitey is so embarrassed he pretends to go on his phone, which hasn't been invented yet. "Look, I don't want anything to do with you. Sorry, love. I'm looking for an imposter. There's another cowboy in Ginger Hole who's pretending to be me. All I hear across the valley is comments like, 'He's a better looking Fred Asquith. He's a cooler Fred
I know where
Asquith.
this is going.
He's a less genuinely mental Fred Asquith,' said Fred. "Well, who is this man?" said Penelope. "Allie Woods," said Allie.
Classic.
A cocky voice cries out from the stairs above. The bar gasps as they see a ginger man dressed all in black standing above them. He looks the spit of Fred in almost every way, apart from some would say he has slightly bigger arms on a good day, and he makes up for his lack of height with natural charisma. By gum, says Fred.
Is this erotic fiction or is this we're just having a
I'm trying to keep it
Okay.
based in reality, so
Okay,
people
yeah.
can see this.
It really is keenly real.
Yeah.
So now he says e-buy gum, like
Are
chewing
you
gum.
familiar with this phrase?
E-buy gum, no.
E-buy gum. Yeah, it just means like, bloody hell.
So you do say it.
Sometimes, yeah.
He knows.
You got me. Shit.
Okay.
Ali starts swaggering down the stairs, addressing his adversary. I knew this day would come. Ginger hole ain't big enough for the both of us,
Oh, maybe it is.
said Ali. Ali has all the cocksure misplaced confidence Fred lacks. He saunters straight up to the four-gunned man, brackets arms, without a care in the world, standing eye to eye with him, suggesting that they are actually the same height. They're so close, the beads of sweat dripping down their foreheads actually touch to create one mega bead. It's always hot where Fred goes, but it's never been this hot.
Uh-oh.
Fred's heart is pounding. He feels something he has never felt before. Is that a fifth gun starting to appear? Brackets penis.
Yeah, right.
With their bulges just an inch away, Fred makes his move. We can't both bloody be here. Pistols at dawn, said Fred. Dawn? That's so early, said Ali. This is based on our collaborations.
Yeah.
What? I go to the gym before dawn every day, said Fred. Ugh, fine, says Ali. Fred returns his attention to Penelope. I'll need a bed for the night, said Fred. That'll be one coin, said Penelope. How much? Said Fred. It's very stingy. Fred is in his bed, fuming at how much he's had to pay. He's restless, can't sleep. That feeling he had earlier, where did that come from? Maybe there's a thumping knock at the door. Hiya, says Fred. The rusty door swings slowly open. Ali standing there, completely naked, apart from his spurred boots and a cowboy hat covering his privates. Fred is enchanted. What's keeping hat up? said Fred. My boner,
Straight
replies
to it, yeah.
Ali. Clever! Ali walks slowly over to Fred, each thudding footstep matching the beating of Fred's heart. He lies next to the cowboy and whispers in his ear, Did you feel it too?
Oh.
Fred can hardly breathe. Aye. Ali replies, I hadn't realised it until that moment, but I think I've always longed, yearned to have sex with myself. Me and all, says Fred. Their bodies are almost touching, their megabead throbbing in the moonlight.
Megabead.
There's a lot of sexual tension in the room right now, isn't there? Yeah.
That's good.
Finally, Ali leaps over the chasm, which is the final inch between another man's body. They kiss. It's all been leading to this. Quickly, they set up a mirror so it actually looks like four of them. Then they make passionate, deep, sweaty love. Ali is the top, of course.
That's true. I think it probably would be true.
They fall back into each other's guns, attempting to catch their breath. Their greatest collaboration. It's perfect. Fred goes, We're still doing pistols at dawn? No, you fucking idiot, Ali replies.
Nice.
Wow.
That was really good.
I mean, Fred, were you expecting Ali to fuck you in the story?
I mean, I was hoping so because that happens in my story. And halfway through, I was like, this is concerning if I fuck Ali in my story and the opposite doesn't happen, then yeah.
Because not everyone writes it that way.
No?
We've had a lot of really funny comedian guests, and sometimes the other comic will be a wingman or just another character in the story. But rarely, actually, do they shag. What were your favorite parts, Fred?
Definitely the megabead. Megabead is a really great term, and I think that's going to come into like the wider public lexicon now.
I would have liked to see the megabead repeated again in the town formerly known as Cum, like in Cum. There was no I'm not sure when the climax happened. I know they had sex and it was hot.
That's true.
You know, they could have created a mega bead of ejaculate.
Ejaculate, maybe, yeah. And the same, maybe the cum's kiss in the moonlight.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
I've just
cool.
just
That could be
knocked
the
my knob
pistols
out
at
of the way.
dawn.
But yeah, it is, and then they sort of spiral and spin. That
Yeah.
could have been good imagery. Maybe like a ghostly apparition.
Because that's what I thought the
almost.
pistols at dawn was going to be, like firing at each other.
Yep.
Maybe from across the room.
Well,
or-
kind of in a way it was, and that's sort of like what I wanted with that last bit where you were like, "Are we still doing pistols at dawn?"
Right,
Because you
got
would be
you.
the type of person after sort of the most erotic experience of your life to be like, "Are
to
we
be
still
like,
on
we
for
got
that?"
the plan,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
yeah,
still-
let's
Like
get to it.
scheduling.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Mate, my palms are sweating just listening to it. I really got into it. Yeah, really good. Like, but well read, well written, and well
Yeah.
read. Yeah.
Very well written, very erotic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
great.
well, that's good.
Did it turn you on reading it back?
I quite enjoyed. I felt like there's quite a few people in this room. I mean, far too many people for a podcast. I don't know what half of them are doing.
Yeah.
But I felt like everyone was leaning in.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was
Which
good.
was quite
You had us at one
weird,
point, yeah.
actually. I thought that was quite enjoyable. I could feel some trousers tightening in the room.
Are
which
you
was
like
quite
that
nice.
in the bedroom? Yeah, because you're quite gregarious and friendly and loud. You know, you come off with this kind of open energy, but then when it came to sex, you got quiet.
Oh,
This is a
You
good
got
question.
whispering?
I'd like to know this as well, actually. Does this change in the bedroom? Does your persona change?
what? As in, like, am I not making joke? Like, pull my trousers down, going boy, yo, 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 yo.
Basically, that is actually, to me, that's more likely. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, so what I probably like about sex, same thing I like about football, is that it's one of the few times that stay with me. I get sort of probably lost in the moment. I also kind of like playing characters, and the idea of dipping into a sort of like a version of myself that's not real.
All right.
That's like a different version of myself. I think is quite enjoyable.
Mm.
We get some spurs and boots at home. I think it suits you.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then, and then do the old cowboy trick on the knob,
Yeah, yeah. It's a
as
good trick.
it's playfully called.
Fred, are you ready to share your filthy story with us?
I'm very, very ready.
What's it called, please?
Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
So my story is called Cowboy.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Cow, comma, boy.
cow boy.
Weapon glistening, bootstraps pulled tight, and his lips pursed in a whistle. Marshall Woods sidled into Saddleburn Bulge for the first time in his lonely existence. Do you like that?
Saddle burn is hot.
Bit of friction going on
By
already.
his side trotted his trusty Auburn steed, also Auburn, his only partner. Lord knows he'd searched high and wide for a true companion, but was yet to find one worthy of cocking his gun.
Excuse me.
Cocking. A lot of really
The
good
folk
words.
of Saddleburn Bulge didn't like other folk, but Marshall Woods had been told that there's one thing Sheriff Fred cared for more than his townsfolk, and that was his cows. And here he was, wanting to buy half the ranch. Who knows? Maybe Marshall Woods would also get up on stage at the local saloon and deliver some truly mediocre stand-up material.
Ah.
No, I thought it was fiction.
It's a true story.
Wait,
Woods-
so sorry, hang on. I'm catching up. So I'm in
Yeah.
town to buy some cows
yes,
and also do a spot
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
if you get time.
if I get time.
Yeah, because
Alright,
you've got
cool.
to try out different audiences.
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you
You're
guys know.
successful. You've got a bulge so big that it's caused saddle burn.
Exactly.
on
That
your
is
Travis.
quite nice, actually.
Yeah.
I think that would be the part of sex I'd like to have a huge penis.
No,
I
is it
think
not
that'd be
big?
nice. An ex said to me one time, she goes, "Your dick is the perfect size. I don't get what the deal is with the big ones."
Oh, that's sweet.
Genuinely.
So you're about to potentially buy half a ranch of
Half a
Fred's
ranch of-
cows.
Okay.
Sheriff Fred's cows.
It's a big move. It's a money move.
Yes. Woods took off his cowboy hat to give a courtesy nod to the voluptuous milk maiden carrying buckets of white sustenance back from the fields
Uh-oh.
before he straddled the hat back across his freckled brow.
And what are the buckets of white sustenance, do you think?
Cow-
What could that be?
Cow could be cow cum,
Yeah.
I would say.
This milk maiden has gone down to the ranch. She's confused
Yeah.
and she's jerked off a load of bulls.
Yeah. Because it's essentially the same, isn't it?
Do you ever have one of those days? Oh
Very
my God.
different.
I
completely lost my head. I just jerked off a load of balls.
No
Yeah.
milk today.
What was I supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
Oh,
No
I just
milk
had my.
today, guys.
I was halfway through cocking balls, and I was like, "What am I doing here?"
We could make an omelette out of cum or something,
Yeah, it's going to
probably.
be terrible yogurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can make an omelette out of cum.
Where were I? Before straddling the hat back on his freckled brow.
Oh.
The maiden picked up her speed, bosom bouncing in the sun-setting light, as she rushed home to safety away from the filthy, dirty streets. Woods burst open Sheriff Fred's office door and startled the sheriff in question, who was behind the desk now scrambling to hide his manhood.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on.
Woods
Whose dick is out? The sheriff.
The sheriff's dick's out.
You're in the police station, and you're the sheriff, Fred. And
on my own. It's a lonely Friday evening.
Wait, you're jacking off in the sheriff?
Yeah.
Defund the police, man.
This judgment, actually.
What is going on there? Just jacking off.
It's a lot of judgment, and I've been doing a lot of sheriffing all week.
Friday, that's busiest day of the week for the sheriff.
No. Everyone's down the saloon.
Everyone's
It's a quiet town. It's all good.
I wasn't expecting that from you, Fred, but go on.
Okay. Clearly, he hadn't been expecting guests. Sheriff Fred turned and bolted erect onto his feet. "I'm so sorry, Mr. Fred inquired. Marshal Woods," the marshal replied. "How can I help you, Marshal?" Fred said, scanning this strange bear's physique.
Ooh, strange bear.
Yeah.
Like in the gay community, bear?
Yeah, I think so.
You think that Allie is a bear?
I would say so.
You are really not gay at all.
Okay.
I'm like an otter wolf.
But you know what? Maybe to Sheriff Fred he is. And I think that's what matters, isn't it? Like in the context of the world, I think that this guy's walked in and he's kind of like, wow.
In the story, Marshall is huge.
I think so, yeah. I think we maybe added some height and a few pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
"I come to see a boy about his cows," Woods growled, fingering his belt loop. Fred gazed down at Woods, decidedly smaller than he was, and yet he still felt dwarfed by his presence, charisma, and the specter of his manhood.
So Fred's bigger than Woods, who's a bear.
Exactly.
But he's a bear in
But
spirit.
bears can be big and small. Teddy bears.
Yeah.
You know. "I'm sorry, Marshal Woods, but my cows are not for sale," Fred mumbled. Woods stared back at Fred, unflinching. Sunburn and damp red locks splurged all over his face. Fred's eyes flitted away for respite from Woods' brooding gaze.
Sorry, so just I'm sorry to interrupt you.
That's no problem.
They're having this conversation now. I know that.
Mhm.
Is Fred completely naked?
Good question. Where's the dick?
Trousers.
Yeah.
No, just the trousers were off. So the
And his
trousers,
trousers
kind of
gone
pulled
back
them
up.
Yeah, I can't mime that on the podcast, but the trousers just gone oof like that, back up.
So
And
you
he's
startled.
startled.
You put your dick away.
He's now stood up.
Okay,
Yeah.
sheriff is ready for business. And
There's maybe,
not
there's maybe
selling
like a
cows.
stain or whatever. It was fine. Little did he know, Marshal Woods could feel his cock throbbing beneath his getup. Fred broke the silence. "Marshal Woods, our cows." Slowly, Woods slipped off his cowboy hat, placed it over his piece, and began unbuckling his holster.
Whoa.
Fred gulped.
You're gonna fuck him to get the cows?
Who knows?
Who
Katherine?
knows, mate? So you gotta get cows, dude.
Oh my god.
Perspiration glistening on Fred's upper lip. "Mr. Woods," Fred stammered. "Marshal," Woods reiterated. Fred's voice was shaking. "Marshal Woods, I can't possibly let you take any of our livestock." Woods murmured as he allowed his pants to fall to the floorboards below, throbbing cock shielded by his dusty hat.
Again?
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
It's a
We
good
both
way.
went for that. Fred could not help but exhale, a long, rattling exhale, as he felt himself melt under the influence of the man in front of him. He fisted his crotch and clutched his chest as Marshal Woods reached for his whip. Fred's eyes widened as Woods unfurled the lasso, long, thin, with a sharp tail. Not a weapon or a threat, but an extension of the man himself.
Whoa.
Power, control, length. Woods cracked it against a nearby pole just a few feet from Sheriff Fred, who flinched, though his feet didn't move an inch. He was rooted to the floorboards beneath, too uncomfortable to lie on, surely. Am I about to find out?
Whoa.
He wondered.
He's going to sleep.
His heart thudding like hooves in a stampede.
You might be bent over the desk, Fred. Don't worry about the floor.
We'll see. Marshal Woods purred, voice low and syrupy. "I know what you've been hiding out here in this dry, godless heat." He brushed Fred's flank with the butt of his lasso.
Whoa.
He's been hiding cows.
Fred licked his lips, the taste of salt, his last cigar, and desire making him dizzy. "You think you can just come in here, all hat and hard cock, and..." Marshal Woods cut him off. "You think I can?" He stepped closer still. Fred could smell him now, leather, sweat, and more than a touch of saddle burn. Who knows how long that groin had been bouncing in order to get here? Well, I'm not here to ask. I'm here to take.
Whoa.
Consensually.
Yeah.
It's consensual.
Okay.
Fred's knees buckled ever so slightly, his fingers gripping the edge of the desk behind him. I can't. It wouldn't be right. Oh, it would be wrong. It would be so wrong. Marshall drawled, eyes like twin pistols aimed straight at Fred's trembling soul. He reached down and pulled the hat slowly from his groin, revealing his thick, flushed Johnson.
Johnson.
Whoa.
I wasn't expecting Johnson.
I was running out of words, actually. Yeah.
Johnson's.
Yeah. Because I thought I'm going to... Well, I mean, what would you have gone for, do you reckon, at that point? What words?
Willie.
Willie. His thick,
His little
flushed
ding-a-ling.
Willie Winky. The hat dropped to the floor with a soft thud. This was about to be the best meal Fred had devoured in weeks. Fred's mouth was turning dry. Sweet Lord, Fred breathed breathily. There ain't
That is classic breathing.
You breathed it breathily.
That is. I mean, the amount of times I've breathed breathily, it's actually insane.
It's nearly every time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
You've really captured it.
There ain't no lord here, Sheriff, said Marshall Woods. Fred could feel Marshall's breath on his collar as the arc of it on my collar, because obviously you're a little bit
I really
down.
thought you were going to say cock.
Maybe, in a few minutes. As the arc of his cock pressed against the inside of his corduroys, and soon Marshall's paw was on the inside of his thigh.
Because he's a bear.
He's a bear.
Dense heat, veiny tension. You came all this way for cows, Fred whimpered. The marshal leaned into Fred's ear. I came all this way for you.
Whoa.
With one fell swoop, Fred yanked open his own shirt, buttons flying like startled quail. He turned and bent over the desk, glancing back over his shoulder with a look of raw challenge and submissive invitation. Then take what you came for, cowboy. Fred grinned, perching his tongue on his upper lip. Tonight, you're my cow, boy.
Oh!
Returned Woods. The grand oak desk groaned as the marshal mounted the sheriff. Outside, the milkmaiden strolled by with more produce from the cows of Saddleburn Bulge. Upon hearing a raw, guttural moan rise up from the sheriff's office, she jumped and splashed fresh white milk down her corset.
Whoa. For the straights.
Yeah.
Something for the straights.
That's it.
Finally.
Oh.
Clapping myself. There we go.
Allie reacts.
I mean, I think there's a lot of honesty in that. I think that was a very truthful adaptation of how Fred would want me to have sex with him.
That's exactly the perspective I was going for. Thank you.
But I genuinely
Thank
think
you.
that.
Yeah, I just thought let's because obviously Ali, you went for a more expansive narrative, and I loved that. I went, but
I loved it. It was amazing. We want to make it. We just can't.
There was problems, yeah, and so I went in more with the perspective of like, let's just get these two people in a room, and let's just see how that plays out. And they don't have to, but they might.
If you combine the stories with my sort of world building humor and jokes, and you're sort of wanting to have sex with me, I think that as one story, I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, a good collab there.
Did you find it interesting that both of you wrote a cowboy hat clinging onto your boner?
Yeah, what's going on there then?
I think it's a classic, isn't it? Because we had to include a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And I think that it's like, okay, well, it could be on his head, fine, whatever. But the cowboy hat on the peen,
yeah,
it's a classic move.
Yeah.
I think we've all
It's
done it.
actually it's
Everyone's
rude not
done it.
to, isn't it, at that point? Yeah. And Ali bent me over the desk, or I kind of submissively went over my desk. But in yours, it was more kind of mutual, right? Or no, I was the bottom.
You were the bottom, yeah. I think we both
So
made that
actually,
clear.
we both kind of knew that, really.
Yeah, I think so because you are the type of person, the type A people, very controlling of their life, scheduling, very busy. I imagine when it gets to the bedroom, you might want to take a backseat sometimes and have someone do stuff.
I'm
to
exhausted after a long day.
Yeah.
You know, I'm up
star
at
fishing,
5.
very boring. But
this is me as well, Fred. I get it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's it. You're just like, you better get me pregnant.
Carry the mental load.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so
mental load.
So I think that makes sense for us.
Yeah.
For it to be that way. Do you know what I'm just clocking now? I think why also I didn't write you as any other character apart from the one I was going to have sex with, because I think if I was in a situation where I was going to have sex with someone and you were also there, kill the vibe.
You wouldn't do that.
I think you bring a very unsexy vibe to proceedings, Fred.
You're just a watcher, just in the corner.
Yeah.
That's
If
a
you
good
were there with me, What's that, Ali? Boner's going flaccid. I'm sorry. Because
You'd rather fuck him.
yes.
Yeah.
Because when you're having sex, because look at that body. I mean, I'm real, man. I mean, and also there's power dynamics at play. But if Fred was just hanging around,
Yeah.
being like, when we posted
Because I
that
kind of
video,
got to go.
I'd be
Yeah,
like,
I'd be timing it.
"Oh."
Like, yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Timing it. I'm lost in shock and awe, to be honest with you. I'm going to have to adjudicate now.
Okay.
But both of you did so much better than I thought you would do.
That's funny.
I did not think
Why
that-
did you think that, Katherine?
I didn't expect you to be so in touch with the erotic language,
Oh, really?
to be so verbose, to
Right.
have imagery that surprised me, to use words like Johnson and like syrupy voice or
Yeah.
something. And then like when you, Allie, got rid of like all your annoying personality traits and just started like whispering sexually, I thought, what? Why don't we see more of this, Allie?
Well, I mean, legally, I'm not allowed to, but
Yeah,
because it's
not this close to a school.
no.
But, you know, you were both...
I don't know. This is a place as close to a school. I need to leave.
So it's going to come down, I think, to the actual penetration. I do think, like just by a nose, I think some of the portrayal, like the imagery of what was about to happen and the leading up to the act of sex for me was a little degree hotter with Fred's story. Cow, boy.
Yeah.
I knew
Exactly
who
that.
was getting fucked. I knew how they were getting fucked.
Ooh.
I really, with your story, Allie, it was sexy and hot, but they kind of just like, and then sex happened. But here, you know, cocks were out. We had a sheriff masturbating
There was some real heat.
from the
Early
jump,
doors,
and that was
yeah.
just a bit clearer for me.
Oh, sorry.
But it's possible that I was pre-lubricated by your story, and going first might have been a mistake.
It's okay, no worries. I mean, it's fine. I don't mind him winning because personally, I sort of disagree with all this genre of fiction anyway. I think it's ungodly, but
Okay.
but yes, it's fine.
But you did great. It was probably the closest that we've ever
Interesting.
come. Write Me
Oh,
Dirty.
I got
Ali,
edged.
you're a worthy competitor.
They
You were
very
fantastic.
good. Okay, so the Write Me Dirty pen goes to Cow, Boy by Fred.
Thank you. Ooh. Oh, it's fully embossed and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you very much. I love winning. I really do. Ali
Your
knows
smile. I
this.
hope you captured his smile when you said he won because it was the most Dick Dastardly smile you've ever seen.
Cow, boy.
It's actually sad how much I want to win such menial competitions like this. So I'm really, really happy. I'll use this to write the serialized sequel for The Guardian, I assume, or something like that. Yeah, no, appreciate
I think we're
it.
a bit more Metro. Some of you can sort of throw away or use as toilet
The
paper.
Metro
I
will
think
have it,
is-
mate. They want anything.
Yeah, well, yeah, that
I'll
was
just pay
kind
for
of
it. Ad
yeah.
page.
It
I'll
was
put in
very
ad page.
Metro.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much to my guests, Allie Woods and Fred Asquith. Hearing Allie and Fred's story made my Wild West dreams come to life. As soon as they left, I popped Fred's story up on my burly shelf. And for my fans at home, I hope this has inspired you to write your own erotic story. If you're feeling inspired, I'll leave you with this protruding tip. Every time you buckle in at your desk to write your naughty story, know that it's the same as when a cowboy rides a horse on the long journey home. Take it slow, ride the bumps with rhythm, and wear breathable pants to avoid getting a UTI. That's all from me. Until next time, y'all, when 2 more guests will write me dirty. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. What is the challenge of scooping a little baby cow in one of these? I'd be the best cowboy, actually. Turns people on in the South.